Good morning at 4:20 en la puta mañana. Let's take our supplements. Let's clean our room. Let's pack a lunch bag. And let's get to work because I'm tired of being poor.
Basic. We got our book. We got our protein yogurt. We got creatine and amino acids, and of course, coffee. Good morning. Today has certainly been a Monday. It is now 8:20, and I'm finally about to eat my breakfast.
Finally sitting down to eat lunch at 2:47 in the afternoon after experiencing waves of cramps because being a lady is both lovely and excruciatingly painful. Yes, do I love being a woman? You betcha, wouldn't trade it for the world. Do I envy men 4 to 6 days out of the month? You betcha. What do you like to think about when you're getting ready for the gym, but you're also trying to procrastinate? Great question. I would love to answer. I like to think about why I ever became a Christian to begin with. And the more I think about it, two reasons come to mind, although these were not the reasons I would have given you when I first walked into the faith again. The first reason I became a Christian was I wanted permission to be myself. And the second reason I became a Christian was I wanted guidance on how to be myself. Today I was offered some perspective on why certain people become Christians, and I couldn't have been more misaligned with that perspective if I tried. But I was told that some people turn to Christ because otherwise they turn to themselves. And when they do turn to themselves, they become selfish, very egotistical, very greedy, and very lustful. But when they focus their attention on Christ, it's different. And for whatever reason, it's different for many different people. But when I was offered that perspective, I just remember thinking, even without God, I am not greedy, I'm not lustful, I'm not selfish, I don't think, right? And one of my biggest gripes with Christianity was I thought that becoming a Christian and learning about God and researching the Bible and trying to implement these teachings about the Bible, that my life would transform because I would become a holier person, a better person. And I earnestly and honestly tried my best. The Sermon on the Mount was by far the most transformative piece of literature I've yet to come across. But in the end, I kept telling people around me, I am no different than the person I was in January, than the person I am today, which is now August, but it still stands true. February of 2025 and August of 2026, it's the exact same person, except she cusses maybe a little bit less. And my loved ones might argue otherwise. I didn't get that big transformation that people always talk about. But then, after today's perspective, it dawned on me, this sounds bad if God is real, and if there are some sensitive ears listening, so I'm sorry in advance. But I never needed God to be good. That feels really good to say out loud. I never needed God to be good. I never needed an extra set of eyes on me in order to be a good person. I don't need laws or rules or accountability or a boss or systems or surveillance in order to be a good person. My natural modus operandi is to be selfless and altruistic and kind and generous and all the things you're supposed to be as a person, let alone a Christian. But when I had gone into the faith, a couple of things were going on, but primarily I was going into the faith looking at the Sermon on the Mount or the Bible in general as a checklist. And instead of meeting the text thinking that I was already showing up as a Christian and showing up doing my part, I felt as though if I wasn't a Christian before, that means everything I was doing before was bad and I need to now do better. And not to toot my own horn, but if your bare minimum is already everyone else's standard of excellence, and now you're meeting a standard of perfection, it's a smaller gap than if you really are truly starting at nothing. And I was hoping for like huge visible progress, because I felt as though the gap was so wide. And to be honest, anything between any perfection is going to be a wide gap, but it felt so close yet so far away, and so close that I didn't realize I was already a Christian. Before I was a Christian, I was being godlike and holy and Christian-like and Jesus-like, and I was already doing what Jesus would be doing before I was immersed in the text about what Jesus was actually doing, you know? I wonder now, I'm not saying that I'm going to, but I wonder now if I were to go back to the Bible with much more grace on myself and giving myself much more credit, if I would still wrestle and question the Bible so much. My ultimate answer is yes, because although I do find the teachings to be very helpful and solid, I still think they're as helpful and solid as To Kill a Mockingbird, or The Poppy Wars, or any other good piece of text, you know? I don't know. I hope in all of this I make sense. And I'm so sorry that this has very, very, very little to do with a day in my life. But this is truly how I spend my life. Just introspectively thinking and lightweight procrastinating. Anyway, it is now 3:30. Time to go to the gym. Right, Winston? Right. Dude, I just took my dog for a jog, and I've never seen her so happy and so tired. Coco, did you have a good time? Did you have a good run? I'm so proud of you. I love you. My family has company over, so yes, I am eating tuna and rice in my bed, and it is what it is, you guys. And it is what it is. Look at this perfect kitty man. My little Robin Williams. That little Robin Williams. He's sleepy. I didn't realize how utterly exhausted I looked until this very moment, but it is with reason, considering it is now 10 p.m. and I've been up since 3 en la puta mañana, and I have to wake up again at 3 en la puta mañana. But as far as our goals are concerned, did we save money? Yes, I did not spend not even a penny today. For that, very proud, very happy. Did I stick to my diet? Barely. I am a girl with ovaries that are now over me. Therefore, I did splurge in the carbs department today. Didn't really prioritize protein like I should have. Like, I barely touched the tuna, and I did have a pastelito de guayaba that was not recorded because, quite frankly, I didn't have the wherewithal nor the time, because I devoured it within seconds. It's a miracle I even have like any recollection of that memory. Anyway, and then did I go to the gym today? Yeah, we know that. I know that. We saw that. What I did not have the chutzpah to record was the 20 minutes that I was on the Stairmaster. Maybe one day I'll get ballsier about recording myself in the gym, but until then, private studio sessions. Okay? Okay. I can't necessarily say that I learned any valuable lesson today. Other than take it easy on cardio tomorrow. Because for what? For what? I did 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, I ran with my dog, and now consequences. I'm sore. Already. So, also need to increase my water intake tomorrow because it was really bad today. Other than that, big dog, 2 thumbs up. Thumb and a half, considering my thumb. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video, post this video, and then go to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video at all, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, all of that good jazz. Know that I love you with all of my heart, and I will catch you in my next video. Mwah. Mwah.